amazing opportunity to be selected to lead as head boy and head girl for any institution, right? But an even greater feeling to know that you'll be serving with your sibling at the same time. Joining us now, sibling duo Cee-Jay Facey and Shahine. Is it Shahine or Shahine?
Shahine.
Shahine Facey, who are both currently serving the Old Harbour High School as head boy and head girl. Good morning to you both and welcome to Smile.
Good morning.
Oh gosh, are we taking you away from any duties at this time of morning? What would you usually be doing at school?
No.
So it's ahead of your work day. Got it.
Yes.
This must be such a great joy. You folks grew up not together, you grew up in different homes, but you've always been close. I'm sure this would have brought you even closer. Tell me a little bit about, let me start with Cee-Jay first, because Cee-Jay, you started out in cadets, and you say it has had a tremendous impact on who you become. So tell me a little bit about that.
All right, Mom. So the cadet force, by extension, the cadet unit, we're like family. Everyone is close. So the development, self-development, you don't depend on yourself. Like people been through it already because it's a rank system. So it rank, you climb, or the promotion system. So people would prepare you, right, Mom? So the cadet force or the cadet unit, I would say, it prepare us for like public speaking and other sorts self-developing qualities.
Right, so they gave you tools that you could use to kind of make your way up through the leadership ranks.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, look here, Cee-Jay, if you call me mom one more time, I just go and tell them, say, if you lock off the Zoom, and you go on about your business, okay? I'm not that old. Simone is fine, or Auntie Sim is even better. That's great. Shahine, tell me about your background leading up to where you are now. So Cee-Jay was in cadets. He said that helped him with leadership skills and development. Tell me how you were groomed for this position.
Well, I'm not in many clubs and societies, so it's basically just home training. So from home, like our parents, they always teach us, be a leader and not a follower. And you must try to impact the persons around you and don't allow them to impact you. So you are the one who is going to bring up the positive impacts on the persons around you. Just like if you put salt in soup, the salt influences the taste of the soup, but the soup doesn't influence the taste of the salt. So yeah, our parents always tell us, be like the salt and influence the persons around you.
Be like the salt. I'm writing that down because it sounds so simple, but it's very profound. Be the salt in the soup, everybody. Don't be the soup in the salt. Okay, so tell me about the interview now, because you both had to do an interview to get this job. I want to hear how the interview went. What kind of issues were you asked about that you were going to bring to this post? Was it nerve-wracking for you, Cee-Jay? How did it go?
All right, so Auntie Sim, the interview process is senior teachers and vice principal, dean of discipline. The interview chairman, the questions are like your background or growing up in the school impacts clubs and society that you're engaging, and the project you would like to do in the school as head boy if selected. And yes, basically that's it. So
yes, go ahead.
A question that was asked is, how do I prepare myself for the interview? Preparing myself, well, going back, the cadet unit has passed head boy and head girl, so it was easy for me to ask them what to expect. And other preparation was like preparing a uniform and ensure that you're well groomed.
Better.
Because first impression lasts.
Can't walk in crush
when I enter the interview, I give that impact.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so you did your homework before you went in. Shahine, the same for you. So what are some of those plans that you guys have unfolded since you got this post? Shahine, what have you been doing to make a difference in Old Harbour high, especially now you're in a role or you're both in roles that are so important given where we are with COVID and school and everything that's happening. Your peers are looking to you for leadership. So Shahine, what's it been like and what have you been able to do to make an impact
Well,
during this time?
the experience, it has been different, like completely different from what I expected, because we didn't know that this pandemic would cause school to be closed for so long. So I served as first deputy head girl last year. So that experience, I thought this one would be similar. Like we would try to make our presence felt around the school, interact with students, and so on. But for this year, since it has been mostly online. So what we would have to do is like come in on Mondays, do head boy, head girl minute to still interact with students around the school and just to make our presence be just to make them feel our presence. But it has certainly been a great experience. It has been different but great. And overall, our prefect coordinator, Mr. Hines, he has played a tremendous role in it also and helped us to overcome the difficulties that we face in carrying out our duties.
And just personally speaking, how has the last year and change been for the both of you? CJ, how have you managed during this difficult, this challenging time?
Improvising, mom. Or, sorry about that. Improvising. Last year, or going through this year, I would be looking back at what I did last year and say, all right, I did this. Last year, you look at papers, you print some papers to do past papers going into exam. There's not much availability of those, so you're going to use the computer more than so. So it's improvising and it's working.
Excellent. Well, if it's anything that is a constant right now is change. So if you can find different ways to do things, then it shows that you are innovative and that you are resourceful. And as you both look ahead now, CJ, I hear you want to get into aviation. Shahine, you're looking to law. Tell me a bit about why those fields. CJ, what is it about aviation that you love so much?
All right, backtrack to cadet again. The cadet force. The cadet force give us the experience or training in the field of aviation. So when you go on summer courses or the force events where every school come together, they give us courses in aviation. And from about grade 7, I've been exposed to that field. And from ever since, I just want to cut the ground and the air. So I want to be up there to get the feeling and take it as a career.
Love that. And no doubt somebody will be flying free when you get that pilot license, Shahine. You're going to be paying like taxi. And you may have to travel given that you want to do this legal thing and you want to start as the attorney, but you want to head to judgeship. So tell me a little bit about why that field for you.
Well, to be honest, I watched a show when I was smaller, and there was this lawyer lady in the show, and I just love what she was doing. It was like she was fighting a case, but because she was winning the case, they were after her, and I don't know why after that I developed that love for law. And then when I came to high school and sixth form, I started doing law. I realized that I love the subject. So yes, from then I didn't change my mind. And I'm the type of person where if I'm bringing across a point, I'm not going to stop until I bring that point across. And even if it is that, okay, another point might be right, I'm going to be like, okay, not because your point is right means that my point is wrong.
That's right.
So I'm going to bring my point across.
Yep, that's the stuff that lawyers are made of. No, Harris? Yeah, you want to say Daily Harris over here, skin her teeth like I shared with the interview. Very vested, but the two of you are so engaging. And boy, we love to talk to young people who are purposeful. And it was really a joy talking to the both of you this morning. Clearly well raised full of manners, Cee-Jay. The mamship, I will forgive you. I'm reading this article where you both have issued a challenge for your fellow students to be their best selves, and you gave words of encouragement. You said life is not a straight line. Just like the rhythm of the heart, there are ups and downs. You're not always going to be motivated, but with self-discipline and God in your corner, you'll get through the roughest storm. Love that. Is that the philosophy that you both hold to, why you've been able to be so successful at this point in your lives?
Yes, ma'am, that was created piece by us.
And then you have each
And
other.
Yes,
and to be motivated. So we grew up in a home where we learned that God is the center of everything. So even if we're not motivated, we just know that with God, all things are possible. And we may not see a way out now, but God is not going to allow us to fail, because if He can bring us to it, then He will certainly bring us through it.
And that is where we're going to wrap with an amen from me. Thank you for that word, folks. Lots of us going through it, but the only way out is through, right? So, so many key takeaways for the same little child, the young people. We have to listen to them more because they have lots of gems. Don't worry, things will be okay is one key takeaway, and the other is know your power of and your sphere of influence, and be like the salt in the soup. Cee-Jay, Shahine Facey, head boy and head girl at the Old Harbour High School. Thank you both this morning for talking to us. Really, really enjoyed it. And take good care of yourselves, okay? And stay safe.
All right,
Thank you, and same to you.
All right. Good job, Cee-Jay. Still to come. Smiles Father's Day Face Off. But here, right now, Ocean Masters, News in 5 is next.